Hello and welcome to NSK's PV Power Hour for March 10th, 2018. My name is Yoshi, and this is a podcast about Japanese idols brought to you by Schook Kaidan.com. And I'm joined as always by Charlie Draco Cadam. What's up?
That's me. Dad, me.
That me, that you.
Yeah. Apparently, if I want to play games, I need more RAM. And RAM prices are freaking outrageous.
Are they?
Yeah.
Well, I bought a laptop, and yes, I agree. It's 16 gig RAM, and it was pretty pricey. It was the only 16 gig RAM rig they had. So, yes, I agree.
Well, when I built this computer, I paid $65 or $67 for 8 gigs.
Uh-huh.
It's now $87 for the same stick of RAM.
Nice. Well, at least it's not like those Bitcoin miners that are making 1080s, NVIDIA GTX 1080s
It
to like
actually kind of
$1,000. Right?
is. It's not bit miners. It's actually Samsung
Uh-huh.
and Apple buying up a lot of the RAM chips for their
Okay.
phones,
Right.
which is also driving up the cost of video cards and everything else.
Great.
So,
Thanks,
yeah.
greedy ass companies.
Yep.
All right, so we're not here to talk about sad shit like that, you know.
No, we're
Sad,
we're here to talk about sexy stuff.
sexy stuff like Tokyo Girl style.
Yeah.
Songs called Hatsukoi. And I don't know if you mean sexy as in someone that makes an appearance in this PV.
Yeah.
She has done some what do you call
Some gravure?
gravure
Yeah.
gravure.
Some bikinis shots.
Yeah. Her name being Ohara Yuno.
Mm-hmm.
She was formerly of Dream 5, correct?
Yes.
So she is now like a gravure idol. You will see her.
Actress?
Yeah, sure, probably.
Believe?
She's probably heading in that direction, and yeah, you can see her on the cover of such magazines as Young Magazine
And Friday.
and Friday and Flash and I don't know. I'm just
Young
naming shit.
Animal.
Yeah, sure. Yep, probably.
Weekly
Uh,
Playboy.
yep, most likely. She'll make an appearance there at some point.
I just searched up her name, and yeah.
Oh, great. Yeah, so she's in all those magazines. So she is the only person in this PV of note. No TGS members at all. She is just sad and walking around what I assume to be Tokyo.
She's longing, according to the description.
She is longing her first love because Hatsukoi is first love.
Indeed.
So she just looks sad basically the entire time. Going to the park, walking around the city. It's a pretty PV, I have to say.
Yeah, it's a good looking PV. Um, if I read the description correctly, apparently it was May or Mio, I'm guessing, that wanted the PV done. There wasn't originally any intention of doing a video for this song.
Yep. May said, I want us to do a video for this wonderful song and want a video to match the wonderful song. So they're like, just hire some random bitch. I don't want to do any work.
She's on Avex too.
Yeah, exactly. That they do mention that in the description, but it's like, okay, just get someone else to record the PV. We don't want to do more work. So this is the end result.
Yeah, we want a PV, but we're going to Hot Springs,
I'm
so
gonna peace out, take a break.
have something for us when we get back.
Yeah, that's what it seems like.
Yeah.
No, that's not the case. But I am typically not a fan of stuff like this where it's one person focused and kind of sentimental and not all that interesting. But something about the song and the visuals works for me. I don't know what it is. They just complement each other very well.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I don't know what it is either, but yeah, it works. It works.
I mean, I guess it helps that Ohara Yuno is kind of a cute girl. I mean, not kind
Mhm.
of a. She's cute, so like it helps that she is a
And
person.
yeah, I think it also helps that we know who she is.
I mean,
At least it does for me.
I know her face and her name, but I don't really know much about her. I never followed Dream 5. I didn't ever care about Dream 5, so
I can't say I really know that much about her because I mean, I did follow Dream 5,
yeah,
but
I know you did.
yeah, they never really got a whole lot into personality styles.
Right. I mean, they were just doing opening songs for random ass kids shows and video games and anime, so
At least at the end, that's what they were doing.
yeah. Was
Um,
it like Yokai Watch they were doing
yeah,
songs for? So yeah, that's an Avex thing. So
they had some success with it too. Holy,
yeah, for sure. It was like really
ugh,
popular. And,
that song was hugely popular.
yeah, it was the one they were
But
doing exercises, right? The calisthenics.
yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah,
yeah, and it's not a super elaborate, deep
no,
PV, but like Ohara Yuno's visuals, her expressions, her just exploring
Mhm.
the city is just very fitting with the song, which is
Yeah,
pretty. I don't know. It's definitely not like a classic TGS sound, but it's definitely got a same feeling to like Last Romance, which we talked about like 2 weeks ago.
hmm
It has that like retro, modern retro, electro R&B kind of style to it.
yeah,
So yeah, it's a catchy song. I think it has a good melody,
hmm
and I think the vocals are much better than Last Romance. Remember, Last Romance sounded really weird
oh
vocally.
yeah, yeah,
So this sounds
like
much
really
better.
raw and unfiltered.
Yeah, this sounds way better. This actually sounds like a song,
Yeah,
for lack of a better term. So
there's an interesting mix of vocals in this too, of or vocalists. May and Mio seem to be focused on a lot more in this song.
yeah, I think ever since Ayano left, they've been slowly phasing those two in, because those two never really got solo lines. Remember in like
Um,
the early days of TGS, like 2011, where they used to
yeah,
basically just do like ah, and that was it for the entire song. So
yeah, I would say May got more focused than
yeah,
Mia,
yeah, for sure.
but that was
Mia
because
was yeah, for sure.
Mia's vocals were not
It's
good.
yeah, still not the greatest, but
No, but she's gotten a lot better,
way better. Yeah,
a
for sure.
lot better.
Absolutely.
uh, and there are some spots in here where it's lip syncing and it plays hell with my mind because I do know what her voice sounds like, and my mind wants to insert her voice into the song.
I mean, if Ohara Yuno wants to join TGS, I'm all for it.
I
So,
I'm not against that.
yeah, I'm okay with that.
I am not against that at all.
I don't know how good she is as a singer or a dancer, but
Her that's why she joined Dream 5 was because of her dancing.
okay. So,
Yeah,
there you go.
she's a really good dancer. She could probably give May a run for her money.
Mm-hmm.
And she's got a okay voice. I would
Yeah,
say she's better than Mia.
right. Well, that's good. All right. Anything else on this?
No, I enjoyed this.
Yeah. If you want
And
to rate it,
I will admit that I enjoyed it more because I knew who was in it. Rather than some random actress that I had no idea what her
yeah,
name
for
was.
sure. Like if it was some random girl, I would be like, whatever.
Like they've done well, other groups, I can't say that TGS has done it, but other groups have done it in the past. I would put this on a playlist. I enjoyed listening to this song. Um, Even though TGS does tend to do some like borderline ballad stuff, I find myself enjoying it for whatever reason.
But it's never just like a straightforward piano ballad though. I think our issues
Well,
are with
yeah,
like J-pop piano ballads.
yeah,
This is like ballady, but it's not. It's more R&B. It's got more of a groove
yeah.
to it. It's not straightforward and like just plain.
Yeah.
It's got a little more soul to it, I guess. So
Yeah. So yeah, I would put this on a playlist. The PV. I mean, I would probably. I'm really torn because I like, in the video, but I'm not sure I'd watch it that often.
yeah, the replay value not so much there.
I would probably put it on a shelf, but this is one I would come back to, I think, from time to time.
Yeah, it's just like it feels like a drama movie that
Mm-hmm.
you enjoy, but you don't really feel like watching all the time. Like for me, stuff that's easy to rewatch are like comedies or action movies. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not the case
Mm-hmm.
for a lot of people. Some people would rather watch dramas all the time, but like dramas take like emotions out of you that
Yeah.
you shouldn't be feeling all the time, you know?
They could really make you tired.
Yeah, so I it's one of those things that it's really well done and pretty, but not sure I would revisit all that often. Like I appreciate it for what it is. I think it's a great idea and concept. I usually don't like these kinds of PVs where it's just focused on one person and let alone a person not even in the group. And this is done really well and enjoyable. But
Yeah, I would
not
say
sure.
her expressions are good. She's
Yeah,
like
it's good.
she's it's a very interesting contrast where she's like happy during the day and it's sad and
Yep.
longing during the night.
Yeah, it's got like a rainbow of emotions, so it's
She
cool.
she does a very good job of portraying the desired concept that they had for it.
Yeah, I agree. So I'd put the PV on a shelf. Song I'll put on a playlist as well. It's pretty catchy. I'm not sure if I listen to it all the time, but it's solid. So yeah, it's pretty good. That's Tokyo Girl Style. Hatsukoi. That's gonna be released April 4. No, it's already out. I forgot. It was B side to Last Romance. So it's
Hmm.
out. Go grab it. All right, next up, Ayumikurikamaki. Zanzou Flashback.
Mm.
Hey, is that Kamiyasaki?
I was wondering about that.
It's not. It's not. But yeah, it looks just like her.
Is that Bish or Biss or
Yeah. I mean, it looks like her, but yeah, her face is a little different, but similar features.
short hair, shaved
Yep.
recently? It's like, damn.
Yep.
I and it would not surprise me because I get a very Biss whack. I'll say that whack feel off of this song.
It is. Yeah. 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 I could go. I could agree with that. I didn't think about that, but yeah, I agree. Fast
And I
punk rock.
and I don't know if I like the way that that's going for them.
I mean, I don't think this song is catchy. Even like
No.
a not exciting Matsuki Makenta Bis Bish Gang Parade song is better than this. It
Yeah.
has a better hook, usually.
Yeah. I'm like so done with this alt punk pop rock thing that a lot of these groups are doing.
You know?
I'm just not feeling it. And this is just does not do it for me.
Yeah, the song is like melodically, even with like guitars and stuff, nothing about it's all that memorable, and vocally it is not memorable at all. And
Yeah.
that's where you want the song to be memorable, so it's rough.
And I don't ever remember Ayumikurikamaki doing this style.
This fast punk style, yeah, maybe not.
Yeah, it was more. I
It was a
don't
little
know.
more like party punk kind of thing.
Yeah, which I mean I wasn't a huge fan of, but I liked it better than
It's
this.
better. Yeah, it was better. For sure.
And yeah, this just doesn't do it for me at all.
Yeah.
The PV looks like something. Well, no, I can't say that because I've never watched it. I was gonna say it looks like something out of AKB's Whip project, but I've never watched it. So
This PV is not good.
it's them in a cage
Yeah,
going
so
up against some big wrestler chick.
Yeah, so I guess they're in like a prison, women's prison. They're wearing like
Could be, yeah.
they're wearing jumpsuits that look prisonish, because jumpsuits
Yeah.
in prison. It's not
Yeah.
orange, but Japan maybe wears different colors of jumpsuits. So the three members of Ayumikurikamaki, they take on this chick who has a mohawk and is massive, and they fight her and they win because it was 3v1, so you should win. That's embarrassing that you needed to do 3v1 to win, actually.
Yeah. It's
That's not like that's
I
horrible fighting rules.
mean, one-on-one, they clearly couldn't have won. So.
No, they would have lost. I
But
mean, which is
yeah,
what happens. They take her. They take her on one by one. They get knocked back, and they're like at the end, "Oh, that's teamwork." And then they do this dumb ass like
holding
double
hand
clothesline.
clothesline.
Yeah, holding hand clothesline, which is not even in wrestling, which is quote unquote fake. Is that shit like look good? It doesn't
Yeah.
hurt. That does not hurt at all. If
Well,
anything,
you wouldn't do it like that where you're holding hands by your fingers like that anyway. You'd grab each other's wrists and
Yeah.
then do it.
No, even then, like, you grabbing someone else's limb does not cause a great enough impact to make it actually hurt.
Well,
You know?
no.
If
Well,
it's like an
you're-
actual clothesline
yeah.
where you're actually hitting someone with your like forearm and like the front side of your elbow, then yeah, that would fucking hurt. But like when you're grabbing onto something like
Well,
this, there are certain like
You're-
you can't be as stiff as a rock. Like
you're grabbing
this.
onto somebody else.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't grab on by your fingertips.
No,
'Cause
but
as soon
even
as you
it's just
hit,
grabbing. It just doesn't create enough force. Just imagine doing this and hitting someone with it. Like that.
well, they run at her.
That's trust
Sorta.
me. I've been clotheslined like that. It does not hurt. It just knocks you down.
Yeah, this would not. The way they do it wouldn't hurt anyway because they're not holding on strong enough.
That's what I'm
And,
saying. You can't hold on strong enough to make it actually hurt.
Yeah, they'd break the grip and they'd fly apart.
Exactly.
It wouldn't be enough to really. I mean, it might sting, but
They should have done like super kicks or something. It's
yeah,
kind of lame.
they would have done better with like double jumping flying kicks or some shit.
Yeah, like a drop kick. Yeah, something. Yeah, it's kind of weak. So, yeah, this PV's not good. It's shot really bloomy.
Dark.
Not Japan filter. It's really dark and brown-ish, so it doesn't look good. The camera's very frantic, and it's shooting mostly outside from the chains of the
Yup.
Fight Club cage, so it distorts the members' faces, or you can't really see them, so
Yeah,
it's not great.
lots of shadow.
Yep. It's not a good PV.
Nope.
So, alright. Anything else?
Nope.
Rate it.
I'm gonna dump the whole thing. I don't need to watch this again. I don't need to listen to it again. Yeah, no. He goes
Yep.
to the dumpster.
Yep. I agree 100%. Dump both. Move on. Ayumikurikamaki, Zanzou Flashback. Next up. Holy crap, what the fuck? Yumemiru Adolescence. The song is called Sakura.
I didn't even look at the name of the song.
Yeah. Well, if you didn't know any better, if no one told you the title of the song, you would think it's Ding Dong.
Yeah. You're not wrong.
Because they say ding dong, ding 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 dong.
Yeah. So, which do you want to talk about first?
We can talk about the song first. Get that out of the way. The song is written by the dude from Orange Range, which is a popular rap pop rock group. So yeah, the song
around
is
since
fucking
the
they've been around
90s?
forever. Well, I don't know about the 90s, but
Early 2000s at least.
yeah, early 2000s for
Orange
sure.
or Orange Range?
Orange Range.
Okay, yeah.
They don't do music like this, so it's kind of weird hearing this. So, it's a weird ass song.
Is it?
Yeah, it is to me.
Yeah, I guess. It's got a little, I don't know, funk in there, a little R&B ish, but it's also kind of, I don't know what exactly you'd call them, like main theme of this song.
That's why I think it's a weird song. I don't know what it is. It's just a mishmash of genres. I hear melodically, I hear like kaokyoku, old Japanese pop music. Um, Musically, it's electronic synth.
Yeah.
But it has like this up tempo feel of like a Momoclo song. So,
Mm.
yeah, it's a weird song to describe, I think.
Yeah. It's also a little too long. I think it should have ended about 3.5 minutes rather than 4.5.
Yeah, it's 4.5 minutes long. Yeah,
Because it almost feels like at about 3 minutes, the whole song just changes and
right.
it's a different song.
Well, it's remember that Missy Elliott song, "Get Your Freak On."
No, because I never listened
Okay,
to her.
okay. There's a song called "Get Your Freak On," and the bridge of the song is literally "Get Your Freak On," and it's hilarious. That dun 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 dun, that melody is fucking Missy Elliott. Get Your Freak On. They use the same exact instrumental. It sounds like a shamisen kind of sound, and it's the same exact thing from Missy Elliott. It's hilarious.
Hmm.
Timbaland should be pissed.
Okay, that is kind of weird.
Yeah,
Oh wow, that is. I'm gonna have to listen to that later.
you should. You will hear it instantly. You
Yeah,
hear
no,
you hear it and you go,
it's
"Oh my god, that is the same exact melody." Holy shit.
it sounds like a shamisen with like a muffled steel drum or something
Yeah.
in the Missy Elliott song. It's weird.
Yep.
Uh,
So,
yeah, I can't say I love it, but I don't dislike it.
yeah, same.
It's it's not bad.
Yeah. I don't hate it, but it's not super catchy. It does have catchy moments, but yeah,
Yeah,
doesn't really super leave a melody in my head, but I could see myself randomly hearing this melody at work next week just out of nowhere. I could
yeah,
definitely see that happening.
yeah, yeah. I can
But
see that.
I'm not in love with it.
Yeah,
Let's talk about the PV. The PV is a cell phone PV shot in portrait mode. We all love that, right, guys? It's the best.
yeah. Um, After watching this, the only way I could describe the way they did this is it's Vine for 4.5 minutes.
Yeah, yeah. Vine, when they used to, like, when those really creative people started doing, like, the camera
Yeah,
tricks and stuff,
yeah.
that's this PV.
Or Musically, where
Musically.
yeah, it's another app. Music, what is it? Musica.le or something. Ly.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Musically.
Okay.
And some of the people out there do some really weird cell phone camera tricks with it too.
Okay. Yeah, so this is an entire video of Vine camera tricks
Pretty much, yeah.
and selfie sticks.
Yep.
It's really well done in terms of
Mhm.
editing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But the lighting, because they shot it all on phone cameras, the lighting sucks.
Yeah.
It just looks yellow and beige looking the entire time.
Yeah, they definitely didn't use the best cell phone for this.
Or just the lighting sucked. I don't know. But
Or both.
it doesn't look great.
Yeah. No, it definitely doesn't look good. Except that one shot where she's like spinning the light in the dark. That looks cool.
Yeah, I mean that's more of a camera trick though. It's not like the
Yeah.
quality of the video.
Yeah.
Like there's
Yep.
really neat tricks, like reversing video,
Yeah.
changing the camera perspective so it looks like they're like tilting and like the world is tilting or whatever, but the member is staying put, stuff like that. Like it's really
Yeah.
really well done. But yeah, I don't think it's the best PV to showcase your new members because they did get new members, and I don't think of PV that is shot in portrait mode and full of tricks is a great PV to show off your new members.
I wouldn't even know who the new members are because I never followed them. So
Yeah, I never followed them closely, but I know who the members are. The blonde girl, the one girl that looks like Aikawa Maho, formerly of Anjurimu, and another girl. Yeah. It's pretty well done, but it doesn't look great. Not sure if I'd revisit it.
I'd revisit it. I enjoyed watching the video.
Yeah.
If anything, it would be the song that would turn me off from watching the video, rather than the video itself turning me off from listening to it.
Yeah, I don't think the song is bad, so I don't think I would be turned away, but I don't think the video is good enough for me to revisit it. That's the thing. I just, God, the portrait mode is just pissing me off just watching this over and over again.
But at least in this one, unlike with like Devil No ID when they did theirs, you could tell that everything is in the shot. There's none of the like the members standing off to the side that you can't see. Everything they wanted to be in the shot was in the shot.
I don't remember what PV that was for Devil No ID. Okay, but I feel like their PVs always look good, so I never really took issue with that.
Well, this one was done the same way. It was a cell phone PV.
Yeah, but don't they always have like CG and like graphics and animation?
Yeah,
I think that's what makes those PVs. It's not much like it's not about camera tricks. It's about like the cartoon characters and animation and stuff.
But yeah, but neither one of us cared for that one over the much.
Yeah, I don't remember it that well, so. There's some fan service in here, so if you're into fan service, if you like, you know, showing off a little skin, there is some of that. Very obvious ways of doing that. So if you're into that, that is there for you. All right, anything else?
No.
All right, rate it.
I'd probably put both on a shelf. This song's not quite good enough to make it to the playlist. And the PV, well, yeah, there's lots of tricks in it. I wouldn't say it's great. Especially not with the portrait mode. That's just, ugh.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. 100%. Shelf it. Yumemiru Adolescence, Sakura. Next up, Kamiyado. Happy Party Night.
Short version.
It is a short version. It's about 2.5 minutes. Yes, it is exactly 2.5 minutes. The members of Kamiyado look like they're working at a karaoke box. And there are no other employees or customers, but they're working there.
Yeah. Something about that in the description about the supporting in a karaoke shop or something.
Okay, that makes sense. But I don't know what that says about their business, but there are no customers. They are literally the only people in this PV. And this is another pet peeve of mine that I've always brought up is when you're using a real life location and like a real life concept, you should probably have extras to fill out the world and make it look lived in.
Yeah.
And it doesn't look like they're living in a post-apocalyptic world.
Yeah, if this was a commercial, I'd be going, well, they must suck because nobody's there.
Do they have the money to pay for more commercials? Oh, wait, they don't have money to pay for extras because their business is not doing so well. That's how it comes off.
Yeah.
But then again, some could make the argument that this is about Kamiyado and not about the karaoke box, but I disagree with that statement.
I would probably disagree with that.
You can make a good PV without focusing on extras to make it look lived in, you know? It just looks... It's supposed to be a happy party night, but this party looks fucking dead because it's just 5 people like awkwardly dancing in a private karaoke room.
Yeah. It, yeah, it's even their props are kind of lackluster. You know, they don't have the pom poms or anything like that. They just got a tambourine and a maraca.
Which is, a staple in the karaoke box
Yeah,
setting, so it makes
yeah.
sense.
But I think for the video they should have had like some pom poms or something,
Yeah.
some confetti maybe
Something
going
to
on.
lighten it up.
Yeah, something to
Uh,
to be silly with.
right.
Yeah,
And
maybe.
I just love how the video just cuts off
Yeah,
so abruptly. It's not even a fade out. It just boom, it ends.
it's not even like Avex quality. It's like,
No,
hey, we're
Avex
done.
actually fades stuff out.
Yeah.
This one just goes boom. It's over.
Yeah, it's
That's
just
hilarious.
Yep, we're done. We're out later.
It's amazing. But I do think I like the concept. I like the members look good. I love the uniforms that they're wearing.
Yeah.
I like the idea. Just wish there were some extras, something a little more lively to make it look like there's a party going on, which is implied by the song. So
Yeah, they could have like, said, "Hey manager, go up there and like, check in or something."
yeah, even that, or just have people walking around in the back.
Yeah.
They don't have to be dancing with them. I mean, it'd be
Yeah.
nice, but just to show that there are people in this world.
Even the girl that's like the soda, she's the one that ends up drinking it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it's like, oh man, we're so bored. We're just gonna make stuff on the menu and then just drink it and eat it ourselves.
Yeah.
Because the one girl making the Oreo parfait in the beginning,
Nice.
or Sunday or whatever, yeah, she's eating it herself. It's like, oh, cool. I guess the employees that work at this karaoke box can do that without any
Yeah.
repercussions. I'm not sure what that says about your business.
They got good benefit package there.
Yeah, I guess that's pretty nice. One ice cream sundae a day. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I would work there. No, I wouldn't.
No.
So that's the PV.
They got disco balls for like
That's-
for like a second and a half.
You have to pay for that extra. That's
Monica in to do the casting. I mean, come on. How many groups have we seen where they went, "Hey, we're doing a PV and we need people in it,"
a
and
lot.
boom, people show up to do it.
Yep.
They're not getting paid.
And especially with Kamiyado, who is a very popular idol group, Like they're not signed to a major label, I don't think, but they're really popular in their scene.
Yeah.
So I feel like they can get fans there without a problem.
Yeah, I don't know who they're signed under. Yeah, I mean, we've had Diana Sweets did it with their PV and
Deep
people.
Snow.
Yeah, and people paid to go to that recording. They made money because people win.
Yep.
It's like, yeah, no, you can do this without having to fork over several $1,000s or several $100s.
If you just ask fans to show up, they will show up, and you can probably find someone that will cooperate with you.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, like you want to show some people having fun in some other booths.
Yep.
You don't need people, that can sing to do that. You just need people that could look like they're having fun.
Exactly.
So
it's a little lackluster, but I think I like the concept overall, though.
Yeah.
Song, it's a pretty typical idol song.
Mm-hmm.
It's energetic. It's cute. I think it has a pretty good hook. So yeah,
That's all right.
solid. It's pretty plain though.
Yeah, it's pretty standard. It's pretty basic, but it's not bad.
I think it's a good intro to what typical modern idols are like. Like this is very inoffensive, like visually and audio wise. So this is a pretty good starter pack.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Just depending on the person you're introducing idols to, You know, you wouldn't start with Momoclo or Abyss probably, unless you know for a fact they are into stuff like that. But this is like a safe place to start and be like, hey, this is what idols are like most of the time, but there are other things.
Yeah.
Other things.
There are better things.
Ugh, yeah, that too, I guess.
I don't know. I think some of Momoclo's stuff could work.
I guess, but I don't know. When you look at them and you go, what the fuck are they doing? So
Yeah.
it can be weird.
I don't know though. I mean, I told my supervisor, I guess you could say at the time. Well, no, he was my boss when I was working at Walmart. That I listened to AKB and he said he was going to listen to him go on his way home.
Oh god.
And he said he couldn't stand listening to him.
Yeah.
It's
I
like,
don't blame him.
well, I mean, if you can't handle listening to AKB, then
Oh yeah, that's a problem.
yeah,
I mean, depending on what depends on what he listened to though.
yeah,
But yeah.
yeah. I mean, if you're gonna listen to like Corn,
Mhm.
this might not be such a bad idea as a first
Yeah,
introduction.
exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. You have to know what they're into.
So,
Yeah. Anything else?
no.
Rate it.
Um, yeah, I think I'd put the song on a shelf. It's one of those songs where I find myself getting really tired of listening to it, so I end up skipping it a lot. Um, and the PV, I'd probably honestly dumped it. It's got a good concept, but it's got no replay value for me.
I've been pretty whatever about basically everything Kamiyado's done. This is the first one where I can sit here and go, yes, I have positive feelings about both the PV and the song. So that's a start. This is the kind of stuff that, you know, is a good crash course for people who want to get into Kamiyado. It features the members really well because that's all it features. So it's good for that. But yeah, it's kind of lacking of intrigue, but I like the concept. The song is pretty catchy. It's borderline playlists for me, so yeah, I'd put on a playlist. I wouldn't mind. PV, I'll shelf it for now. Unless in the second half where we see the rest of the PV, they do something more interesting. Yeah, it's not the most interesting PV, but I like the concept overall. It's Kamiyado, Happy Party Night. Next up, oh, this isn't standard at all. Actually, this one is kind of.
Yeah.
Wa-suta, Welcome to Dream.
Welcome to Pewter, whatever the hell they say.
Pewteroon? Something like that. I don't know if that's a play on the Putipata thing, but
sounds like some random spell thing that they would do at a maid cafe.
Yes. And they put like ketchup on your omuraisu, and that's
yeah. Yep.
That's what they do. Or they put whipped cream on your sundae or something. I don't know.
Yeah. It sounds like some maid replaced the Oshkanada thing with that.
Yeah, exactly. Pewter something. I don't know. So this is, visually speaking, this is the tamest thing Wa-suta's ever done.
Basically. Oh yeah.
Aside from that one live version PV they did.
Yeah. Yeah. I would say this was also possibly the one with the most outfits in it.
Yeah, they're wearing street clothes, which is like, when did they ever wear street clothes?
Yeah, Never. I can't think of any PV that they've done that they've not worn their like stage outfits.
Yeah, I don't think they've ever worn not outfits for PVs.
Yeah.
So this is very refreshing.
They've got like their performance outfits and then their street clothes and then like pajamas or something.
Right.
It looks like
they don't live in Candyland 24/7. Basically.
Yeah. pretty much.
They're only there on the weekends in this PV.
Yeah.
So it's refreshing to see the members not dressed in insane, wacky, pastel colored shit.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
Although I can't say I'm overly impressed with the cell phone camera that they used. And the Instagram filter that they had on.
Yeah. Well, at least it's not the entire PV being portrait mode, though. The entire PV's landscape. It's just that they cut like the cell phone footage like into thirds on the screen, and then after they superimpose that on the screen, they switch it to the actual background where the PV is playing, and it's like a close up of the member that was taking the phone video.
Yeah.
So it's pretty well done.
There's also some shots of them like dancing in their street clothes that are, professional cameras.
Right.
You could definitely tell the cell phone footage though.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Definitely. It's got that Instagram smooth, make me beautiful filter on it.
Bloomy, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this PV's bloomy overall too. It's very fuzzy looking, even in the professionally shot stuff.
Yeah, there's some Japan filter going on.
Yeah, it's quite unnecessary, but I guess it's jarring if like the Instagram videos were like not fuzzy and if the Instagram filter was fuzzy and fluffy looking, and then the PV's too like sharp and crisp, I guess it causes like some sort of like dissonance.
Yeah, it could. I could see that.
So yeah, the weirdest thing is they're dancing on a CG set towards the end. That's about it with their performance outfits.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is the most normal thing Wast has ever done visually, PV wise.
Yeah.
So, the song is pretty much Wasta. It sounds like a Wasta song.
Purple. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely sounds like a Wasta song.
It's like magical girl anime idol pop song. I guess that's the genre.
I don't know what that sound is, but it's got that sound in the upper range that it's like kind of in the background that makes it like, this is Wasta.
Yeah. It definitely has their typical cues that definitely makes it seem like a Wasta song. It's not like the wacky songs like, Ultra Miracle.
Psycho Paradise or
Saijoku Paradox was closer to this, I think. That was pretty normal sounding.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of more like Yume ni Nyaritai, which had like a reggae verse. It's nothing weird like that. This is pretty straightforward, so
yeah.
It's okay. It's not bad. I'm not in love with it.
Yeah, I don't love it. I don't hate it. I'm just I can listen to it.
Yeah.
I try to figure out which member it is that I find myself liking. I can't tell if
is she a front member or a back member?
I mean, one of the ones that does most of the singing.
Okay. Is she the tall one or the short one? Is she the pink one or the green one?
The pink one.
Pink one is Mishinaruka.
Yeah, see,
she might be my Oshi. I'm still not 100% sure, but I think she might be my Oshi.
Okay, she's not the pink one.
Okay.
She's the purple one.
Purple is Matsuda Miri.
Yeah, I think. Looking at the pictures,
she has a goofy face.
Yeah.
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 It would help.
It would help if Google Image didn't throw in like other members.
Yeah, that's a fuck up on Google's part.
So
Google doesn't care about Hangouts or idols. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Fix your Hangouts.
She's the one with the pigtails. The pigtails.
That's meaty. Well, Ruka has Twin Tails too.
Yeah, but
In
not in
parts.
the street clothes.
Yeah, yeah. In Street Clothes, it's meaty. Actually, Nanase has a Twin Tails in the back thing going on.
Oh yeah, she's got the high tails.
But yeah, that's green and is the center basically.
Yeah.
She sings the most.
No, I got nothing else on this.
All right, right.
I I think I'd put this song on a playlist. I enjoyed this song. Possibly more than their other songs. About the same. The PV, I'd probably shelf it. I really don't have much to make me want to watch this. It's just not. I don't know. It's not visually engaging enough for me to watch.
It's cute girls doing cute things. PV. It's like an anime.
Yeah,
It's not for everyone.
it's not the right cute things though. It's more like, hey, look at me, I can be cute while doing gestures, and I prefer like, hey, look at me, I can be cute while eating or cooking or
What? They're being cute while blowing up a balloon with
No, that was funny. That was funny.
That's pretty good.
But
Yeah, I mean, if it was an entire PV of them just doing pranks on each other, it would have been great. But
yeah,
this is a very straightforward PV of, hey, this is a member. You like them? Okay, moving on to the next member. You like them? Okay, moving on, next member. You like them? Oh,
Yeah.
you like them? Okay, here you go.
Yeah.
So it's a good member PV, I think, but it can get probably a little confusing with all the 3 vertical cuts that they do. But they're usually pretty consistent with which member is lined up. So
yeah, I kind of wish that their colors weren't pastel.
yeah, it'd be easier to tell.
It's a little hard to tell the difference between like pastel pink and pastel purple.
Yeah. Yeah.
And who is the giant cat thing that shows up?
That's their mascot, I think. They usually always have a cat that looks like that in PVs and stuff, so
kind of creepy.
Yeah. It's pretty dumb looking.
Yeah.
So I would put probably both of them on a shelf. I think this song sounds like Saijoku Paradox, but I think Saijoku Paradox is a much better song. It's way catchier to me. So that's kind of disappointing. I wish they went a little crazier. I wonder if this is the niche that they've carved out. They're not going to do weird stuff anymore, which would make me sad. But it is what it is. PV, it's a great looking PV for people who are invested in the members, which is, me. But it does lack intrigue. But I can definitely see myself watching this a lot because I like the members and I'm invested. So, but yeah, it doesn't look great. The Japan filter is not great. So yeah, shelf it. Wa-suta, Welcome to Dream. Next up, NMB 48. Yokubomono. So I have a hot. Well, it's not a hot take. It's more like an admission of guilt. When I first heard this, I was like, "What the fuck is this Keyakizaka Nogizaka bullshit?"
Yeah.
Then I listened to it. I was like, "Okay, I'm down with this Nogizaka Keyakizaka bullshit."
I'm not. I don't think it's entirely like them. There's enough Sayaka and that other chick that
Miru, yeah.
sings that it doesn't entirely sound the same.
Yes, that's why it's good. At least in that first verse.
Yeah. And the violin's nice.
Yeah.
I feel like the instrumentals are a little better here than Kayaki's last song.
Well, the thing with like the 46 groups is that like when they do songs like this, the instrumentals are really predictable and typical. They use a piano and a violin to just set the tone. That's why this song, like, I immediately thought of Nogizaka or Keyakizaka.
Yeah.
And, it doesn't help that it's produced by the same guy. But, yeah.
So it looked a lot like Kayaki's last single. Or
Right.
last video that we watched, where they're in the warehouse and it's dark, and they're in, if I remember right, they were in white as well.
No, they're in like black, brown jackets.
Okay. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
They're like coats. They look like this, but the colors were different.
Yeah. Okay.
Like they're definitely going for like a masculine thing, right? So it's
Yeah.
very similar in feel visually, and also the song wise too. This isn't like Garasu Oware. The song Garasu Oware is a little more intense, but I think this song is catchier. It has a way better melody. It gets stuck in my head, and I like it. And I hear Yamamoto Sayaka singing and Shiromomiru singing by themselves, and I'm like, oh great! It doesn't have that weird choir effect that they usually do, so that sounds good. And they have a dual vocal pre-chorus thing in the second verse, which sounds really good. So
Yeah.
I'm hype about that, and I think the chorus has a really good melody.
Yeah. No, I enjoyed this more, but I definitely do see how some people might compare it to 46.
Yeah, I hope I'm not the only one. Like
Oh
I
no.
I talk to you all the time, so I can talk to you and go, "What do you think of this? What do you think of my opinion on this?" But like I have no idea if people feel the same. People who follow like
Yeah.
Nogizaka or Keyakizaka actively would see this and go, "Hey, that's very similar to what my group does." I'm curious about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, and I don't know anybody that follows Nogi or Kayakizaka. So
Yeah.
that is a question.
Hmm. Or
Um,
they would just deny it and be like, "Nah, that's dog shit. It's not
yeah.
Nogizaka. It's not Kagizaka. It's dog shit."
Yeah, that is the issue there. Can you find somebody that's not biased enough to just flat refuse?
Right, right. That's what I'm curious about. Or are we biased? I don't know if we're I don't think we're biased. I think if anything we might have a bias against certain practices that they have, like the
Mm,
choir singing vocal
yeah.
effect. But like other than that, I don't think we have any biases against any of those groups, right?
No.
So,
I mean, it's not like the bias I had against AKB when they first came out.
right.
Don't ask me why, but I hated Takahashi Midami when they first came out.
What the fuck? Why?
Takahashi I.
Because they had the same last name?
Yeah.
What the fuck? What the
Don't ask.
fuck?
It was
What is wrong with you?
stupid shit.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking at the time.
That's amazing, dude. That is amazing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I really like this song a lot. I think this is definitely a song I'm gonna check out further and
Yeah.
probably buy.
I'm not so hot on it, but I definitely like it more than the other song. The Kayaki song. The PV wise though, I think is way better than
Uh,
Kayaki's. I feel like there's more to this one. It's not just a hey, look at this one dude chick
West
that's
Side Story in a warehouse.
that's depressed while the rest of the group is dancing.
Yeah.
Because that's pretty much what I got out of Kayakizaku's.
It's Hirata Yurina looking depressed and looking masculine while all the other members are just dancing around her.
Yeah, pretty much. This one has like a military feel to it. Like there's tension in it.
I mean, they have the coats. They march exaggerated. No military in the world, I don't think, marches like that anymore, except for maybe North Korea.
Yeah, probably.
So,
I, I kind of don't want to say this, but I got a very Nazi feel from this.
I mean,
I don't know why, but that's just kind of the feel that it gave me.
I mean, there's a whole culture around like that era German military fetishism in Japan, so that doesn't surprise me at all.
With like the words and on the screen and the text and stuff and
Right.
the way it was done. And then you got Sayaka standing there with the pillars knocked over. It also kind of reminded me of the PV with Bird Ruru in it. You remember that one?
No.
The one where Paradu was like a freaking bird.
Oh, that's Bokutachi wa Tatakawanai.
Yeah, it kind of like
That's a great PV. Yeah.
Yeah, I could kind of see this video like fitting into the middle of that story.
Right.
Or that PV.
Well, that PV was like Star Wars, though.
Yeah.
With the lightsaber battle in the middle. Yeah. That was incredible. That was the best.
But it's like, hey, we're going to start out with this like award ceremony thing, and then these
murder
soldiers. Yeah. I could see this like fitting into the middle of that. Where
these are the soldiers that murdered.
No, these are like the resistance.
Oh, okay. You know? Right, okay.
Because it was like, hey, look, we're going to go from murder to the resistance to lightsabers.
Why don't they do that? Holy shit, that's like the best idea ever. Just do like this sci-fi military post-apocalyptic war movie. Like if you watch Bokutachi wa Tatakawanai, the fight scenes were really well done.
Oh yeah.
So they were convincing. Yeah. Sakura is the most unathletic person in the world, but they made her look like a badass somehow.
Yeah. Yeah. That was an amazing PV.
Yeah.
Because they put more effort into the fight scenes in that PV than they did in the entire Majiska series.
Right. It looked great. And the intro with the fashion show, that looked awesome. Yeah, that was really well done. Yeah.
Yeah. And I could see this like fitting in somewhere in like the middle where this is like pre-resistance and they're brainwashed and then they break out of it and they turn into the resistance.
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean this isn't as flushed out, right?
No.
In terms of plot. It's just them acting like a military, but they don't actually do military things except for marching.
Yeah, and they're in some sort of like underground ruin or something.
Yeah, the pillars look like Greek pillars.
Mm-hmm.
And then like towards the end, like a fucking wall breaks down in front of Yamamoto Sayaka.
Yeah.
And then she gets like dirt and dust all over her because of it.
And I swear like water falls out of her or something, and
yeah.
I don't know. It's weird.
Yep.
They got a great like start of a concept here though.
Yeah. Those outfits are badass. I mean, they don't really fit NMB's image, but they're badass. They fit with the song and the theme.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's really nice. It's good looking PV.
Yeah, I definitely
not interesting. I don't think.
Yeah, not as interesting as it could be.
Yeah,
like conceptually and what could be done with it or could have been done with it. It's amazing, but what they actually did with it is like,
it's too contained. It's one set, you know. It's a big set or a big location, but it only takes place in this one location with the pillars, basically. So it just looks a little too confined for me.
I wonder if that's the same place. No, that's probably some warehouse.
All right. Anything else?
No.
All right. Rate it.
I'd put the song on a playlist. And I don't think I'd put an AKB song or an AKS song on a playlist in several years.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
At least a couple of years. The PV I would shelf. It had the beginnings of a good concept, but it fell short. So I'd put it on a shelf.
I agree with both of your ratings. I would playlist this song. I think melodically it's really well done. Yamamoto Sayaka proving once again that if she just sang the entire time and the rest of the NMB members just danced, I'd be completely okay with it.
Mm-hmm.
So, but that's not the case. But they gave Yumemiru a solo line and stuff, and when they gave the members solo lines, it sounds good. So yeah, it's really enjoyable. The melody's nice. So yeah, playlist PV. I would shelf it as well. It's really well done. It's shot really nicely. I like the letters being projected on the wall and on the ground. But like the exaggerated marching stuff, that really doesn't do it for me as choreo. I'm assuming that's part of the choreo. I don't know. But if it's part of the choreo, it's a little much for me. But as a concept, military concept, it works, I guess. But I'm
Yeah.
not sure.
They might use that as like a formation change or something.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it's part of the choreo, but yeah, it just there's not much interesting like things going on. It's very one note, so yeah, shelf it. It's NMB48's Yokubomono, and last but not least, Task Have Fun. Song's called Kimi nanda kara.
Ugh.
What are you ugging?
This like starts out really well for about the first 10 seconds, and then it just goes into noise.
The
And
song.
I don't like the instrumentals at all. It's just like noise. It's not music.
It's really busy, especially
Yeah.
when it gets in the verse. There's like two guitar parts and then horns in the back, so there's a lot of melodies going on. So it's
Yeah.
really busy.
Yeah. And I don't like it.
Yeah,
The vocals aren't great. There's no hook for it, hooking it for me at all.
yeah. The hook, whatever we want to call a hook in this, it's not memorable. It's pretty whatever.
Yeah. And
And it sounds like, do you remember the song 3WD that they did last year?
vaguely.
Okay. It has the same exact instrumentals. So it's sort of got like that Biss issue with Matsuku Kenta where the instrumentals sound exactly the same for every song. And then at the same
Oh.
time, I think it it's just like a really similar feel to the song because of it.
Mm-hmm.
Melodically, it's different. This song's a little happier and uplifting and upbeat. 3WD was a little more dark.
Yeah.
So that's about the only difference, though. But everything else seems very samey.
I don't feel like 3WD is as busy.
No, I don't think so. Yeah, it's a little more plain.
Yeah, well, I was re-listening to it, and I definitely see what you're talking about. Um, but it doesn't sound as busy
Right, yeah.
instrumentally.
Yeah, it's
So
just
it's
like guitar, bass, and drums, I think. And a little bit
yeah,
of horns. This is
yeah,
horns and guitars with melodies all the time.
yeah, it's just some techno keyboard or something in there too, and it's very noisy,
Yeah.
and it makes it hard to hear the lyrics, hear the vocals,
Mm-hmm.
at least in certain parts.
Yeah, the vocals are recorded a little weird for sure, too. Or like the processing they did.
Yeah.
It feels like it's being played through speakers and they're recording that noise.
Yeah.
It just feels slight and weak.
Feels muffled.
Yeah. So, I also don't like the sound of the drums. This
Mm.
is like the typical
Oh.
Japanese drum sounds. God, it's just so
Yeah.
weak sounding and yeah.
I like that like slap bass or whatever going on there.
Yeah, 3WD has a lot of slap bass too, if I recall correctly. Um, this song has a little bit of that too, but
Yeah.
I think 3WD does it better,
Yeah.
and I think the hook was way better.
I remember listening. I remember the song after listening to it, and yeah, I like 3WD.
Yeah, it's a great song. It's got
The
attitude. It's got power. This is
yeah,
just a really cute, upbeat song with like a subpar melody, basically.
yeah. Kimi nanda kara is just like
Anything they've released after 3WD has been pretty meh for me. I think they released two or
uh
three PVs and none of them really hit it as hard.
their first was 3WD their first single. No, that was
I
04th
don't
one.
I don't remember, but that's the first thing I saw by them for sure. It could have been they.
Well, this is their, as they call it, their fourth CD
Okay.
for
Yep.
3WD.
So
So
yeah.
I seem to remember liking their early stuff, like 3WD and
Yeah, I only
apparently Task
really
was
like
also their first single. So
3WD. So um, the PV. This seems to be a theme tonight.
oh
Cutting the
yeah,
screen into thirds.
yeah. So I'm guessing this is all shot on one single green screen 3 different times. And that's why they had to do it like this.
Or maybe they shot. Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming those objects in the back are CG.
No, they're real.
Are they real? Then,
Yeah, because one of them's like holding it.
oh, okay.
Or
Well,
at
yeah, I
least,
mean, I guess it could be green and they just added color to it.
I believe. Yeah, that's what I would guess is that it's all green screened.
Or they could just record it 3 times in 3 different colors. That doesn't seem
Eh,
far-fetched.
I guess.
But, like, when they do the effects where they overlay the triangle shape and it's a different color, it looks like that's just all green screen, so...
Yeah, and the rotating pyramid above their heads.
Yeah.
That's definitely green screened.
Yeah, so...
So yeah, I would say it's all done in a green screen.
Yeah.
Except for the objects. It looks like they just kind of moved the objects around so they could do different recordings for different girls.
Yeah.
It's like they couldn't afford a big enough room to have all three on stage at once.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah. Because if that's the case, then those pyramids have to be different colors too. Because they changed color.
Yeah, I don't know how that works. I have no idea. You'd have to ask a video editor.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's really well done, though.
Yeah, but it's really boring.
It is, but I feel like this is one of those PVs where if you're into the group, you would like it.
I don't know. I think it might be too zoomed out to really like it.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty zoomed out for the most part. There's only like a handful of close-up shots.
Yeah.
So, yeah. It's basically a performance PV with
Mhm.
effects,
Yeah.
essentially. Yeah.
And I don't know. I don't know if they should have used yellow for a background color.
Since they're wearing yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
It
don't.
blends.
They don't blend in as bad as I thought they would, though.
Yeah. I think
Eh,
they made sure they used a different tint.
yeah, and I think the lighting helps too. It's not
Yeah.
like AK or Hello Project lighting where it's way overblown and intentionally like you blend into the background.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, it's a good looking PV. I think Task of Fun have a very good visual director. I don't know if it's just the PV director who comes up with this shit or if their producer is really creative, but
yeah,
they have really good ideas visually. So
yeah,
like that's why like 3WD won like the record tie show for like indie idol group PV of the year or something like that.
hmm,
So yeah, they got some recognition for that.
cool.
Yeah. So you can see it here. It's very creative, creatively done. Anything else?
No,
Rate it.
I would put. I'd probably dump the PV. I don't like it. I don't. There's just nothing there for it. Um. Yeah, it's nothing there for me anyway. The song I'd put. Uh, I would probably dump this song. I'm. I really don't like it. It's way too busy and noisy for me. So
I'll shelf both. I think the song's okay, not great, not super catchy, but not bad. I can definitely see what you mean by the busyness, though. It is very busy for sure. A lot of rhythms, a lot of instruments going on there. PV, definitely shelf. It's really well done, very creative, really colorful, but yeah, it's just missing a little bit of intrigue. You know, like just as editing and like creative direction goes, it's really well done, but it's lacking something. So, that's task have fun. Kimi nanda kara. So that's all the PVs we're gonna talk about tonight. Let's pick the MVPV of the night. What's your top 3? Since we talked about a bunch of PVs.
top 3, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
TGS. I don't have a top 3. I got a top 2. TGS and Wa-suta.
Okay.
None of the others. Well, I guess Yumemiru.
Okay, I thought you would go for NMB, but
Nah.
you put it on a playlist, so I thought that was the highest grade you gave it all night.
No. No, I gave was it? No, I put TGS on a playlist too, didn't I?
I don't remember, but I remember going, "Oh, you put it on a playlist." Okay, about NMB.
Yeah, well, I put NB on there, and that's just unusual for AKS.
Yeah.
And I put Lost on a playlist.
Yeah, you did.
But no, NMB's the PV. While it had a good base for it, it just wasn't able to pull it off.
Okay. My top 3 is NMB, Toka Girl Style, and Wa-suta. With NMB being number 1, but you're not gonna do NMB, so I guess it comes down to Toka Girl Style or Wa-suta. I think TGS's song's more enjoyable. I think TGS is better.
That's kind of where I was leading too. It's like,
yeah, like the PV, like as simple as Hatsukoi TGS PV is, it's like really well done and enjoyable. While Was's Welcome to Dream has issues with like Japan filter and all that shit,
cell phone filters and
yeah, like it didn't make me feel anything but the members look cute, which is like maybe that's all you need if you're into idols or whatever. Yeah. Like TGS's Hatsukoi, I was like, oh, Ohara Yuna looks very pretty and she's going through emotions. I was curious as to what they were going for. It made me think about things.
Yeah, I would say that conceptually they pulled it off the best.
Yeah, they knew what they're doing and they did it.
Yeah. So yeah, I would agree with that.
You're cool with TGS?
Yeah.
All right. So Toka Girl Star Hatsukoi is the MVPV of the week, and following that up is Wa-suta Welcome to Dream. And shout out to NMB48 Yokubomono because I think the song's fucking good. We both think the song's fucking good, so check it out.
Yeah.
All right. That's the show. But don't forget, we stream every Saturday night around 7 p.m. Eastern Time, twitch.tv/Schook Kaidan, youtube.com/Schook Kaidan. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at Schook Kaidan, me at Yoshirect, and Draco at Draco60. And we got a Discord channel where you can chat with us 24/7, discord.me/NSK. Anything else?
No.
All right. That's going to do it for the show. We'll see you guys next week.
Later.